Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, where ignorance isn't bliss, but it's apparently a very common theme of the show.
Turn it up. I feel like a solo.
Seriously, do you have any chapstick?
That's great, Chick.
Do you have any chapstick?
On the slide whistle, Chick McGee.
Yeah. If you take some chapstick and rub it on the end of that slide whistle, make it easier for us to cram it.
Well, you know what I found when we cleaned the other day?
What do you got over there? Oh, mouth harp?
Wrong key, Bill Dylan.
That'd be great.
Hey, damn it.
You're as good as Alanis Morissette.
And unfortunately, he's still...
the cartoon guy walking after he's fallen off a tall building, and he's an accordion.
Still breathing.
Hilarious.
Okay, thank you very
Old
much.
accordion body.
Now, welcome back to the Napa Auto Parts Studios.
Tom's loving all this. Keep it up, Chick.
No, it's...
No, it was Pat playing with his hands.
I got played on my hands.
we have, that's Pat Godwin, that's Ace, our man at the controls engineer today. There's Josh, that's Christy, this is Tom.
I'm sorry, Tom, Josh.
Josh Arnold.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that be careful. Is that the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile whistle?
That's if you blow it, will one show up with hot dogs?
No, but if you keep pulling it,
You blow
it's going to
one.
be hard to get that thing out of your rectum.
Boy, that is objectionable, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
it
tone's
is.
objectionable.
It hurts.
Could we move on to anything other than this?
Yes, today is National Animal Crackers Day
Animal crackers in my soap.
and High Five Day. High five, Josh.
I can't, Christy. I hate it. I hate the high five.
All right. It's always observed on the third Thursday of April.
High five myself, no friends.
Fun fact about
I love that joke.
fun fact about Chick McGee.
Yep.
There is a level of intoxication that I reach
Yeah.
that I do nothing but high five.
Oh, no.
And arguably, it hasn't been seen very often and by very few people. But it's out there.
Is it a toxic level?
Do
I
you
wouldn't
remember
say
it?
Toxic. I've
Or
been
do people
told-
tell you about
I've
it?
been told, and there's video.
Oh, okay, good.
That is
so I
embarrassing.
must have done it.
I had a guy go in for a high five last week, and he had it up there, and I went in for a handshake.
You left him hanging?
And I didn't budge until finally he shook my hand.
High five myself, no friends.
What do you have against the high fives?
The great Greg Hahn, high five myself,
I
no
just-
friends. What a great moment.
I think they're stupid.
You think they're stupid?
I do.
What about your little nieces?
Yeah,
They don't
I
have-
will only do it with somebody under the age of 5.
Okay.
I think they're on the field of battle at a sporting event of any kind. A high five has a place. That's just about it.
The origin of the high five is disputed and controversial.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it something from battle?
No, it's supposed to be Roman. But
I would think it would be a battle.
There's a couple athletes that claim they invented it.
No.
And then there's a theory that it goes back to women's volleyball in the 60s.
Well, you know, Homer Jones, a wide receiver for the New York Giants, said he invented spiking the football.
Huh.
That's
what year?
That's out there. I'm going to say 69, 70, 71, somewhere along in there.
I don't know. But if you go to Wikipedia, there's like a endless thing about the history of the high five, and it's pretty complicated.
And the
Well,
low
speaking-
five? What
I
about
like-
the low five?
Yeah, that came later. I like that.
I thought the
slow.
low five was first.
Up high, down low. Ooh, too
Up
slow.
here. Slap my
I have an-
hand, Black
I have an
Soul Man.
idea.
Yes?
420 coming up rapidly.
That's a high five day.
Now, people are always talking about the
Smoke it up, bro.
what are the phrase they always use? It's the Mount Rushmore. They'll say, "Give me your Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks."
Yeah, people who high
Your
five
top
say that a
4.
lot.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, Mount Rushmore's only 4, and I hate it when they
Well,
go.
Yeah.
it's Tom Brady, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, and
Peyton
boy, I
Manning?
don't know. Who the fourth
You're not
one
going
would
to
be.
put
Peyton Manning?
No,
what?
no way.
I would think that the other one that should be up there is active. Don't you think? Tom Brady.
He said it. He
said
said Brady
Tom
first.
Brady.
Sorry.
first.
Thanks for listening, Tom Brady,
Sorry, I
Joe
wasn't
Montana,
listening.
Terry Bradshaw,
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner.
Are you gonna put
his wife actually?
Are you going to put?
Goes with the Gozerian?
Are you going to put your favorite in there?
Theismann?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Ooh, I hope he doesn't hear
He
this.
knows. He's aware.
Okay. Well,
Somebody's just been
Doug
deleted.
Williams?
No, he did.
Doug Williams.
Hang on a second.
hello.
No, I just got over yesterday. Okay, well, let's just stop it.
Could we move on?
Could you ask Christy what kind of water she's drinking out of, and what kind
Maybe
of
it's
container
vodka.
she has?
You don't
Let me
know.
see. You have
It's out of a swell.
It's
out
like
of a swell?
it's like something.
Oh, I know. They look like bowling pins.
Made out of hardwood or something. What the hell?
It's a metal
plastic. It's
container.
metal. I'm trying to save the environment. One
A few less
cup
tonnage
at a
tons
time.
of plastic. With it.
Pure plastic.
Good. It'll be down a narwhal's throat in the next couple of weeks as it heads out to sea.
Well, speaking of history.
So wait, here's my point.
What?
You've got the Mount Rushmore, which is 4. What about the high 5
What do you mean?
for any given thing? Who are your high 5? I got mine already down here.
What? I don't understand.
Snoop Dogg.
So you would high five Snoop Dogg?
Now, these are the 5 highest.
The 5 highest people.
Oh.
In honor of
You got
420.
Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson.
Oh, highest, like marijuana high.
Yeah, Snoop
I thought we
Dogg,
were
Willie
high-
Nelson. I'll get this out if it's the last thing I do. Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson, Doug Benson, and Cheech and Chong. Mm-hmm. I think those are pretty solid, don't you?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's more famous than Doug Benson.
Valid.
What about Woody Harrelson? He's pretty famous, and he's a.
Yeah, but Woody doesn't. Both Doug, that's really his stock and trade. That is his thing. So we'll see. But the high 5, by the way, if you want to read the history of it, very controversial.
On this date in history, in 1775, Paul Revere and William Dawes set out on horseback to warn of the British attack.
Paul Revere, love Paul Revere.
Oh, and the Raiders, they were great.
That was a great song.
Kicks just keep getting harder to
Mark
find.
Lindsay, that's where my imprinting on long hair started, I think.
I like the Beastie Boys song.
God. What?
Off License to Ill. Remember that one? Well, somebody out there does.
On this date in
Gotta fight for your right.
On this date in 1906, the San Francisco earthquake. Oh,
Well, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Remember his organ?
yeah, it was a big.
Christy, you remember his organ?
He played an organ, you tool.
Wasn't he really great on piano though?
Yeah, but he sucked on organ.
Wasn't it the front of a
Wrong
car?
joke.
Yes.
It was the front of an Edsel.
An Edsel.
How
It was
do
a
you-
car.
Did you ever see Paul Revere and the Raiders? The cool
front of a
organ
car.
was the front of an Edsel.
Amazing. How far in do you think the first member said to the other member, whose idea was it to dress like this? Can we please stop?
What did they look like?
Paul Revere?
Paul
Because
Revere.
I understand that my Beastie Boys reference from 1985 was too current for this room. You all just stared at me.
John Elway. I'm going to put John Elway.
Oh, that's a good choice.
You gave us an off cut.
Here you
from
go.
the
Paul
beat.
Revere, it was one of the Beasties' best songs.
But it was an off cut from the album. It wasn't a hit.
Oh my gosh, the Paul Revere guys dressed like that all the time?
Yeah.
And
Here's-
the powdered wigs?
They had the
Yeah.
ponytail wigs and the blue suits.
Yeah, look
Paul
at that.
Revere was a very wealthy man.
Wait, who are we
I
talking
love
about?
this song.
Paul Revere
The
from-
actual Paul Revere?
No, well, I don't know how he did. He made like, some nice nice teapots, I guess. But
What was the name of the horse he rode on?
Midnight.
Oh, Flicka.
I'm asking because I don't know the answer.
Secretariat. I don't know.
Bamboo Harvester.
That's that's Mr. Ed.
See,
Can we go back to today in history? Did
No, because we
mention-
got Paul Revere and the Raiders.
This is my
Great
favorite
band.
part of the show.
yes, he's very rich.
No one said to stay on topic.
Was he rich because of?
Paul Revere and the Raiders.
He was a silver smith.
They
No,
were in Vegas forever.
No, Paul Revere was amazingly rich. He had silver.
The British are coming, Paul Revere?
Yes. Yeah. He was a silversmith.
And who was the
Really?
guy that was with him?
William Dawes.
William Dawes.
So he's like the Steve Wozniak to Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
It's like the lesser.
Good point.
Brown Beauty is the name of
The-
Brown Beauty. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, Brown Beauty.
Bam, bam.
And William Dawes' favorite, his most known quote is, Hey, Paul, don't forget me, buddy. Okay? hey, don't forget me.
What do you want to do today, huh?
Oh, man.
So how come Paul Revere
really
is the only
ride
one
that
that
horse.
he gets his own poem and everything?
Yeah, how come we don't hear about William?
Well, William Dawes was a serial rapist, so they decided to omit him from.
Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda will.
Is there? Can you sue for slander hundreds of years after
There's
the
somebody
fact?
at the Dawes Museum in Boston right now going,
What he
"The hell?"
That was my great grandfather, you jackass.
Lin-Manuel Miranda will have Dawes, the Broadway play.
Yes,
come out here,
probably.
and he-
So did Paul Revere have a better publicist? How come we don't remember William
don't
Dawes?
know.
Okay.
Probably the poem. I bet the poem Paul Revere
Yeah.
Whatever that.
So we have to blame the poet.
Oh my God, I just looked this up. Historians now believe there may have been a third rider, but that's in dispute. Oh my God.
Huh.
Okay. I'm sorry.
They don't have a picture of it?
It would.
Was
It took me a second to realize what
In
Christy was asking.
1775, it'd be they'd have a guy draw him as he ran by.
they couldn't
That was
check
the
Police
joke.
artist.
Was it Corey Wells?
No. Let's move on.
On this date in history, in 1906, the famous San Francisco earthquake happened.
Interesting trivia.
What?
This is interesting trivia. Did you know that the earthquake resulted in fewer deaths than the fire?
Wow.
So so just a little something you have to think about. Fire, water, very bad.
Yeah, we know.
Earth shaking,
Yeah.
not as bad.
If Frankenstein is to believed, fire bad.
We didn't start the fire.
No, we didn't.
It's always been burning. Or it was always.
The world's been
We're
turning.
learning. Oh.
On this date in
Fire is like the diarrhea of natural disasters.
I would have gone with mudslide.
All right. Top 4 natural disasters. Number 1.
Top 4 natural disasters. All
Fire.
right.
Number 1. Earthquake.
Yeah.
I'm going to go earthquake.
No, fire's worse.
Earthquake worldwide. You can have an earthquake anywhere.
No, you can't, no. These have
Oh,
to be
yeah, I see.
natural disasters that have already happened.
No.
Well, if you're going to do that, 9/11 would be number 1.
Well, that's not really a
natural
natural
disaster.
disaster.
What do you want to do? I just wanted to be general about it so people wouldn't be upset.
Yes.
Well, that time all those fill in the blanks were killed.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
never mind.
Number 1, earthquake.
Okay.
Number 2,
Flood.
tidal wave.
Oh,
Tsunami.
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Tidal wave.
Number 2, evidently fire.
Oh,
Right.
That's 3 there, Elvis. You already did
Number 3,
1, 2.
Elvis. 4.
And why'd we go to 4?
Yeah, what did I do?
Top 3, not
It's
4.
the
Rushmore?
He's doing the Mount Rushmore.
I'm doing the Mount Rushmore of natural disasters.
So I'm sorry. So Paul Revere's ride, the earthquake. What else happened on this day?
Wham! Became the first Western pop group to release an album in China in 1985.
Wham!
George Michael.
I like that one tune.
Wake me up before you go.
Guilty.
Careless Whisper.
I've always wanted there to be.
Guilty feet have no rhythm.
Oh, that's
I always
Gotta
wanted.
have
I always
faith.
wanted it with Wham. I thought it would have been great if there'd been a couple of other bands with similar names, like like Bam, and then you could have a band called Thank You Ma'am. You could have the Wham Bam Thank You Man tour.
Yes.
Be hard to do now though without George Michael.
Yeah, it'd be
Or
very
the
tough.
grunge band Smack.
David Bowie.
Well, George Michael never said wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
No, sir.
Hey, whatever you're into is okay with me.
What was
I'm
the
not
other guy?
saying it
Andrew
wasn't
somebody?
okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that guy. Well, that.
What happened to Andrew?
I hope he's
He's
getting some
racing cars
royalties.
now.
Is he
He's
really?
like a car guy, yeah.
Oh, all right.
A gentleman car racer or a real racer?
I think a racer, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Also on this date in history, in 1993, David Lee Roth was arrested in Manhattan for purchasing $10 worth of pot.
Whoa.
$10.
Yeah.
What? Who said that?
You can get $10 worth of pot.
Back in 1993, apparently.
Was that one J's worth, Josh?
That would have been a dime bag.
That's the dime. 10.
Yeah.
$10.
Okay. I didn't know they did it that way.
On this date in 1998, speaking of quarterbacks, Peyton Manning was drafted by the Indianapolis Colts.
Resulting in one of the greatest Saturday Night Live skits of all time, for my money.
Is that right?
Oh, that's one of the classics. The one with Peyton Manning and he's throwing the balls in the faces of all the kids. That's an absolute.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes.
Remember what he said about that?
What?
The parents of the kids were fighting to get hit in the face with the football by Peyton Manning,
Yeah,
so they could get more screen time.
Yeah, it was a joke, but yeah, the kids had to get hit in the face with a football, and it was a Nerf ball, right? One they actually used for the stunt. Yeah.
Well, they're not going to hit you in the head with a real football.
Hey, if you were committed to the role, you think,
That's right. You're going to act or not? Let's go.
do you think Daniel Day-Lewis would go, get the Nerf ball? No, he'd go, hit me with an anvil.
And on this date in history in 1999, Josh, Wayne Gretzky plays his last game in the NHL.
Ah, the great one.
Was he that good?
He absolutely was that good. Yes.
Fun to watch?
Yes.
Handsome guy?
Sure.
he's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Looking guy?
Kind of a prominent nose.
Yeah, but alkaline, is that what they say?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Al Kaline, of course. Great Detroit Tiger.
Oh, my gosh.
Always had a pH of
ADD
12.
continues.
Had a pH of 12, oddly enough. So.
Birthdays born on this date in 1918, Cliff Hillegas.
Who's that?
Do you know who that is?
Inventor of Cliff Notes.
Yes.
Oh, is that
Very
right?
good.
Is that true?
Is it really?
Yes.
I was trying to be
guessing.
stupid and idiotic.
Of course, he's a Clifford, but he wanted to shorten it.
God, his funeral. His funeral. Did you ever?
Wait a minute, that got nothing.
That was funny.
Oh, me guessing it got nothing.
What happened to Cliff at his funeral?
Well, you can imagine how short
Well, he did.
the eulogy was.
Thanks a lot.
You know.
He's dead. We're sad. See ya.
Dirt? Anybody? Dirt? All right, we're out here.
Born on this date in 1947, the actor James Woods.
Oh, just a fine actor. You're not a fan?
I like the
yeah.
acting. I don't like the person. Love the acting.
you know him
I don't know.
personally?
I don't know him.
Didn't they
But,
You had
kick him
lunch
off
lately?
Twitter?
What are you talking
By
about?
all accounts, it
See
is.
the-
oh, he may have been
Was he got
suspended
kicked,
or
did he
something.
get kicked off Twitter?
I believe he is pretty vocal.
He's very political.
Politically.
Giant brain on that.
He's supposed to have the highest IQ
Yeah.
of among actors.
But
in
no,
Hollywood.
I think he's a terrific actor. Villain, good guy, everything. He can do it all.
Happy birthday going out to Rick Moranis, born on this date in 1953.
Great guy.
Yeah, and another fine comedic
Honey,
actor.
I Shrunk the Kids.
He's like the fifth Ghostbuster, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of the extra guy.
Well, I'm hoping he'll come out of retirement for the new Ghostbusters.
They're
gonna do
doing it
another one.
again?
They are, and it's going to be a passing of the torch.
Was the stench of the one with the lady so bad they thought they'd bring back?
Tom, I don't think we're allowed to say that movie wasn't good.
That movie was terrible.
Ghostbusters with the women doesn't have to explain itself to you.
Yeah, by the way, that movie didn't suck because there were women in it. It
Yeah,
sucked because it sucked.
It was terrible. It's just the worst. I couldn't get through it. I walked out 20 minutes in.
Born
And
on
it
the-
was nice that Aykroyd and Bill Murray were in it, but
So was
They must
Ernie
not have read
Hudson.
the
Ernie
script.
Hudson, yeah.
but they weren't their characters.
Right.
So
So in the new one, they
Why?
will be their characters, passing the torch onto a younger crew.
Once again, the stench of the previous one needed to be cleared. Okay.
Yeah.
Wrapping up our birthdays, born on this date in 1963, Conan O'Brien.
All right.
Happy
Love
birthday,
Conan. He's been here a couple times. Good guy. Very, very funny.
Another very smart man.
Yes.
Yes, sirree. And we
I
have
have always heard he's somewhat of a barbarian.
Oh, who? Conan?
Conan the Barbarian. Oh, nice. Wow. Now I know what
I'm waiting.
Waiting for my applause.
Yeah!
we're waiting for the punchline. We'll continue to do so.
That's the best.
Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Well, that feels good.
Does feel good.
Right there. Josh is doing the Josh dance.
Well, this is a variation of it.
This is
It's kind of the Egyptian
What do you
Josh
guys think of
dance.
this, huh?
Wait a minute, hold
like
it.
you're surfing.
I love it.
I like
don't
the
know
dance
which-
you were doing in the green room.
I don't know which one I like better. Oh, yeah, what was the dance here?
Dance I was doing in the green room?
Oh, yeah,
Here,
yeah.
Josh is
Stand up.
standing up.
This
I
is
hope you have the
fantastic.
cameras on.
Every now and then he'll just do that. Yeah!
I like it.
Okay, you pick up
What
your
is
leg and
that?
you kick it out.
I want to see that in a movie. That makes me laugh.
That is very good. And
You have such great legs.
Thank you. Yeah,
Man, I'm jealous.
you have a very
award-winning
unusual
dance.
body.
yeah I'm a strangely shaped man.
Oh, boy.
No, it's true.
I do. I am.
He looks like the guy.
see.
He looks like the guy in what's that great movie? Cartoon. Oh God,
Despicable
thinking
Me.
of
Despicable Me. Exactly.
Gru, the large round body, the thin legs.
Yes.
And you picked. I didn't even say who it was, and you knew. Because I'm right. Welcome back to the Napa Auto Parts Studios, and we have Ace, our engineer. There's Chick, that's Josh, I'm Tom, that's Pat Godwin. We'll get one more song out of Pat at least this hour. We have Christy Lee, of course, at the news desk. We've gone through a lot of material here. Some great, great news today. What a good news day this has been.
I like it when we have a good news day because then you're in a good mood. I like that.
What have we got over there now?
Well, we have geriatric gator wrestling. Do you want to hear about this?
I would pay to watch it.
Is there a guy named Jerry Attrick?
Probably.
Got to be Gerald Attrick.
I think Dick Hitswater sits in for him every now and again.
An 80-year-old man in Florida wrangled an alligator in his backyard. After discovering the gator, Ed Chapman slipped the noose pole around the animal's neck when it put up a fight.
Wait a minute. The gator was named Ed Chapman?
No, that's...
No, the dude.
After discovering the gator,
Ed Chapman.
Ed Chapman, the guy, slipped the noose pole around the
After
animal's neck.
discovering the gator, Ed Chapman.
You're right.
Gentlemen.
You're
So
correct.
this guy's got one of those special poles with the wire thing on it at his house.
Well, if you live in gator country, you want to be prepared.
Hey, more power to you, buddy. I would call the cops.
He said,
Welcome.
It's a great
he said,
song.
quote, we argued together till we got all the way over to his pond. Is that what he
He calls it arguing. Wrestling a gator.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Ed Chapman in a gator suit. Yeah.
Love those guys.
Then he got his front legs down in the reeds, and then we went all the way down.
This guy's wrestling the gator.
Sounds like love to
Something
me.
happened there.
After containing the animal, Chapman called 911 for help, according
After
to
I made love to it.
According to WSVN.
News comes first.
The 6.5-foot gator
That's
was
nothing.
captured
6.5 feet.
by the
Wait.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission.
Wait.
You know what? I bet.
Just wait.
Authorities
'Cause
said the gator, alligator,
I bet.
would be over 8 feet long, but part of its tail is missing.
that's how bad of a gator it is.
When gators get together, I bet they don't please themselves orally.
Thanks.
Because of the giant.
Of course not.
Because of the jaws.
Goodbye, erection.
Thanks.
By the way, this will
Yeah, make that a
explain
T-shirt. That'll be popular.
You couldn't get a gator down there and hold him open and put your face in there. That's right.
This will explain the noose pole. The octogenarian is accustomed to
They
dangerous
can't really
animals.
lick, they just bite.
The alligator bit it.
Next.
He collects poisonous snakes for venom research and breeds wolves.
Man, this guy's a badass.
Yeah, he is.
He's 80 and he's got poisonous snake. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good for you.
He's
buddy.
one of these guys that you don't want anything to. All he wants to talk about is gators, and he never wears a shirt.
Oh, I'd be fascinated.
This guy's great.
Flip flops and weird hair and. One time I was
Usually the headline would be 80-year-old man eaten by gator.
Right.
Right.
Walked out of the old folks home.
This guy, quote unquote, argued one.
Yeah,
Give it-
hey, grandma needs a new purse, Wally.
Give him time. Well, they'll make a purse out of him if they want.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
This guy's the first Florida man. He's a badass.
Yes.
Good for you, buddy.
I'd have a beer with him. Listen to some gator tales.
Never.
It'd be amazing.
Never. I'd give him $100 to stay away from it.
We've had so many gator. We had the alligator in the Walmart yesterday.
They're in heat.
Well, yeah, and the zookeeper that wrote in said that they are in the midst of their breeding season.
Oh, really?
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
I told you.
And the high populations of both gators and people lead to more encounters, of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So they really are mating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's spring. Everybody's mating in the spring,
But I
aren't
mean,
they?
it's all right. I don't want to have to go to Walmart and worry about both falling prices and alligators.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Well, you want great deals or
I'm
not?
going to get hit by a falling price.
You want one of those yellow balls to land on your head or not?
Now, in defense of the Walmart, that gator was in there for quite some time because a lot of people, when they walked into the store, just thought it was the greeter.
Oh, yeah. That's
Some of these
leathery.
some of these leathery old dudes
yeah.
bent over, scabby.
Welcome to Walmart.
Is there a famous blues man named Scabby?
Scabby.
Scabby Daniel.
Hi, it's me, Scabby Johnson.
Woke up this morning. I was glad. I'm 90.
Couldn't believe it.
I got the lupus.
Got the lupus.